This episode is brought to you by the legends at EC Off-Road. For anything four-wheel drive, the only place to go. Morning guys, today we're listening to the people. We've had heaps of messages about us doing more catch and cooks. Well, not so much more catch and cooks, a catch and cook. I've never done a catch and cook. In 86 videos, I've never done a catch and cook. So today we're doing it. I've done cooking and then I do a recipe at home and that, but this one I'm actually gonna, well, I'm doing a catch and cook. I'm solo today. Says he's at work, unfortunately. So am I guess. So today, look, I'm praying to the squid gods to come to the party. They haven't been coming to my parties I'm inviting them to. So they're a bit off me at the moment. So anyway, I really want to try and get a squid. I'm just gonna bomb everywhere in the whole bloody bay today for a squid. I want to get a squid. I'd love to get a tusky or a squire or a cod or something like that. And we're going to do a cook up on a beautiful little beach. So stick with us guys. I'll explain everything. And yeah, one thing, I haven't bought any bait this morning. I'm going to catch some bait right now actually. I might stop and get some crabs. And then I've got my cast net and stuff like that just to make it a bit more interesting. So anyway, stick with us. Hopefully this is going to be a cracker. The day is just next level good. Have a look at this. The weather gods, they're being very kind to me at the moment. The squid gods, not so much. Alrighty, I'm gonna jump in the water, go and get some crabs, and then that's a little bit of security in case I can't spear a fish today. I'm gonna jump in the water by myself, but just in the shallows. Nice and clear this water here. I'm surprised there's not a squid. Have a look at that. I've got my shoes on. The greatest rock walking shoes in the world from Elita Footwear, if you guys want any. We aren't sponsored by them or anything either. It's just, well, I've had these for, well, going on 2 years now. And they're still like, you know, apart from some gouges in the rubber because I flip heaps of rocks over and stuff like that with them. And they've got oysters on them. They're still like new, so they're unreal. One thing about our channel and us guys is like, we're very lucky to work with the sponsors that we work with, EC Off-Road, Marine Care, Revolution Power, Radius, Sea Addicts Boats. Those guys are such unbelievable companies. A lot of integrity in those companies, and we're lucky to work with them. So I'll never recommend anything or anyone that is crap, because that's just to our own, you know, demise, I guess. So these shoes and anything you ever see on our videos, I promise you, it's good people, good companies. They'll look after you. They'll do a good job. Not saying they're the cheapest, but I'm saying they do a bloody good job. Anyway, these shoes, bloody awesome. Gets me through all this. How can there not be a squid along here, man? Far out. That's it. This is like primo squid territory. Look at it. Wow. Hello, my friend. All right, got about 20 crabs there now. That'll do me for a good fish. So there is bag limits on them, so make sure you check out exactly what they are and stay within them. These ones are called sleepy crabs. You got crenate crabs, stuff like that. They're not mini mud crabs like people message and go, shouldn't be keeping mini mud crabs, as if we would. They're called a crenate swimming crab, 25 per person. These are a sleepy crab. Yeah, so anyway, and I believe the rules are, if there's like a crab that's not stipulated under a thing, the maximum is 25 per person, but I'm not 100% sure. The rules are changing all the time. Anyway, back on the big girl. Let's go fishing. Oh, this tide's come in. Better get me trackies wet. Might as well have a little crack for a squid while I'm sitting here. It's beautiful, weedy as, nice and glassy, clear water. A little Yamashita jig on. It's been very hit and miss this year so far, the squid. You never know. Anyway, swing and a miss right there. I wasn't expecting too much, but head over to this island, and this is where I'm going to spend most of my day over here. See you guys over there. so this is about where I want to be. I'm going to work my way all around this island using my electric, and hopefully I can just, you know, I'll be happy with 2 squid. The water is really, really nice and clear, so the conditions couldn't be any better for it. It's low tide right now. I'm not expecting a hell of a lot, because once the tide pushes up over those rocks and into the shallows, that's when, you know, I'll be hopefully expecting to get a couple. But anyway, I won't put you all through the boring stuff. Hopefully there's just a bit of action. Fingers crossed. Rain down on me with squid. Please, squid gods. We don't have to rain down, even like 1 or 2, whatever you feel like. It'd be amazing. Thank you. That's a good start. Squid jig flew off. That's my best one as well. Can't even find it. Don't do it to me again. Ah, you wouldn't read about it. I found me jig. Oh. I have to hook it here because it's in a little bit deeper water. Oh, get me fishing rod and do it. Chee-hoo! Look at this. Got my squid jig back. You bloody ripper. It's like nearly 20 bucks for that squid jig. Oh. See? They're shining down on me already. I'm going to get a squid today. I can feel it in my bones. Oh man, having a shocker already. I'd love to say I'm joking right now, but I'm not. Literally got that jig back. First cast, little tip wrap over spool, snapped the jig again, flew off. I've come and I've found it, but mate, far out. Righto, hang on, I'm going fishing for squid jigs again. Righto, well, there's proof how stupid I am. Take 2. This might end up being my lucky jig, eh? Take 3. Alright, it's been about an hour and a half now, still just chasing squid. What I might do, it's run-in tide till 12:30, it's now 9:30, so what I might do is just go and try and secure a fish. So I've got something to cook, because the squid are just hard work for me. And you know what sucks? It's like when you spend all day chasing them, and then you get home and someone says, oh, I got 25 the other day, just bloody wherever, you know, right near where you're fishing. It's like, oh man, kicking the balls. So I'm gonna go another 100 or 200 meters up here. I'm gonna send it around the other side and just try and get a fish in the boat. But I tell you what, a little bit of calamari would be beautiful. I tried to get the boys to come out so we could go for a spear and get a crayfish, but yeah, they're all working and stuff like that, so. Want to pause the show for 2 seconds there, guys, and congratulate our Patreon, Alice Horitz. Alice, you've won a prize pack valued at $300. A Victron Bluetooth shunt provided by Revolution Power Solutions, and a merch pack provided by us at Outerline Apparel. I want to say a big thank you to Alice and the rest of our Patreons, and a massive thanks to Revolution Power for supplying this month's prize. Cheers, guys. We really appreciate the support. Now back to the show. Rightio, time to pack up. I'm going to spend the last sort of couple of hours of the run-in trying to chase a fish, either on my spear gun or on my rod. So we're going to head around this side, pull this up, and yeah, I think I might wait till just after the tide and try for a squid again. I really want to eat some calamari. Alright, squid gods don't like me. Let's see if the fish gods do today. Want to run a tight drag for these fellas because they will skull drag you into the reef very easily, very quickly. Here we go. Mate, 5 seconds straight on. That's that bait gone far out. Good fish too. Getting a bit of a bite here. don't disregard even small bites, because they can be decent sized fish. Here we go. They'll sit there and they'll bite the crab. Got to let them get a little bit more confident with it. There we go. It's starting to bite now. What they'll do then is they'll start to pick it up and swim away with it like this. Ready? Oh, there we go. Here we go. Yep. All right. So he already had me under the reef. So what I'll do is just slack line it and just leave it. He'll come back out soon. I'll even give him some more line. So I got a big belly in my line now. So he's just bit it, taking it straight under. I didn't even realise I was a little bit too slow. Quite often they'll just swim back towards you and you won't even know that they've already got you. Here we go. Here we go. Pick it up, mate. Come on. Don't stop there. Pick it up. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh! He just had the crab in his legs, swimming it back down and just pulled it straight out. I felt it. Alright, I lost my hook then, so I had to retie my hook and leader. I ended up finding a little like red brim hook down in the side pocket, so that's what I've got on now. Fingers crossed it's nothing like real big, or just straighten it. Piss weak little hook. Got a bite. Oh. Yep. Oh no! Ah. That's me little red hook. Alrighty. See if I can get this one. He's just nibbling at the moment. We're in a little bit of a finicky mood, you know, so sometimes I'll pick them up, just smash them straight away. So I'm using smaller crabs. So hopefully they're more enticed to just pick them up and go. Little, as opposed to just pecking at them. If they're in a finicky mood, you're using big crabs, you know, they're just going to bite them. I only need one, just one fish, one squid. I'm not being greedy. Here we go. Adam. Yep. Come on, baby. It's not big. Not big at all. It's a little bluey. All right. Oh, he's perfect. He's a perfect size. Let's get this hook out of him and I'll show you. All right, that's exactly what I was after, guys. Not a big one, about 40 centimeters, but he is just a primo eating size for what I want to do today. I don't want to have to chop it all up into bits and everything, so he's a perfect little fish actually. There you go. How beautiful. All right, well that didn't take long, so we might try and get one more, and we might bang it around and I don't know, see if we can get a squid still. Looks like it's going to take me all day just to do that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See the bites there? Oh, look at that, savage bites. Just need to pick up and run. Never strike on bites. Why do I feel like I've got a snag? He wants it. He wants it. Here he goes. Come on, mate. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Yep. Yeah. You little rat bag. Yeah. Oh. About the same size as the one before, just a little fella. He can go back to swim this one. Unfortunately that guy was bleeding pretty bad from the gills, so he wouldn't have survived, so I just brain spiked him, cut his gills to bleed him and put him in the kill tank too, so that's all I'll keep now. I might just still try and get one or two more and release them because it's still early, and yeah, like that's a good thing about fishing. Don't know what the day's going to bring. I like showing you guys this stuff up in the shallows with the smaller fish because it's a very easy way of fishing, okay? It's easy, it's cheap, you catch your own bait, it's fun catching the bait, it's great taking the kids to do it, and that's why I show you guys this sort of stuff rather than trying to go bang big fish all the time. This shallow water stuff is every bit as enjoyable as chasing big ones. You're using 20-pound braid, 40-pound leader, and like, you know, those little fish, you see how hard they go, like 40 centimeters. You wait till you hook one in the shallows, that's 50. Like, man, it's unreal. Kids, if you're 12, 14, whatever, like you got a little tinny, you know, and you look at your weather and be smart with your weather, you can come over to Peel Island, Green Island, any of the reefy islands here, and you can catch tuskies, all right? If you've watched my videos, you should be able to figure out pretty easily how to, whoop. Whoa. Oh. There's one on there. Anyway, so yeah, this is what I love about the shallows and showing you guys how to do it. Fathers and mothers, you can come out and do this as a family. It's very easily, it's really cheap. You're catching some really hard fighting fish. They are beautiful eating, like, you know, top 5 in the ocean to eat, in my opinion, and it's just good. So this is why I love showing you guys a bit about the shallows and stuff as well. So I hope you do enjoy it. Cat and mouse, eh, mate? Got ya. This one's tiny. Oh, they're good fun. You know the funny thing about that? He's way smaller than the others, but he is legal. That bewilders me. And you can keep 6 per person, and there's no maximum size limit. It's ridiculous. Something needs to be done about the bag limits on this, guys. How can that be legal? Anyway, here, buddy. I reckon this might be my last cast. Like I said, I'm going to spend the rest of my time catching a squid, having a look around actually, showing you guys a few things, just how nice it can be up in the shallows, because this weather's meant to really drop out about 1 o'clock, and well, to be honest, I've got all day today, so it's good. Don't have to be back for school pickup. So we'll use this bait, and then might start heading north. Alrighty, I just packed up. Before I pull the Minn Kota up, what I'll do is I'm just gonna fill it up these 2 tuskies, so I don't have to do that later. What we'll do is we're gonna go chase a squid for a couple of hours, as I've said 50,000 times, but knock the fillets off this fella, skin him, and I'll keep this frame, so if I get pulled over, they know that they were legal. Funny, eh? People on YouTube will grill you about like the way you fill it and that, but I think I fill it all right. Just cut along there, go down the backbone a little bit like so. I'll push the knife all the way through, slide along his tail, and I'll nib out the little bits. His rib cage there, and I used to cut through the rib cage with shears, but now I just sort of cut. I get the knife and I scallop around it like that. Whilst it might look like you miss some on camera, you're actually just not having to cut the rib cage. All you do is cut around the rib cage like that, and then this part here is all bone and ribs, so leave me alone. And I'll just get something to hold this, because they can be slimy little buggers, so you get through a little bit, and then scaled, and I leave it on top of the flesh, on top of the skin, because then it's not in all the crap. And just knock those 2 middle bits of bone out. Happy days. Wash it off in a bit of salt water, and that right there, oh damn it, that right there is the whitest, nicest flesh you'll ever eat. And one thing about those small tuskies is they're nice, thick fish. Like, you see that? That's just one fillet off it, so that's what I mean. They're beautiful, really, really good. So I'll clean both of these up, I'll be on my way. Look at that, 2 fish, bag full of fillets. Yum, more than enough for one person. Squeeze that air out. He's gonna go in the fridge up the front. Frames are under the floor. Let's go get this squid. Alright, well before I head north, I decided to have a little cast around here because I did see some squid here a couple of weeks ago, but they're only small. 3rd cast in, my favourite pink Yamashita snapped again. I don't know, it must be the braid, because when I cast it, it just literally snapped and just went into orbit and landed. I tried to keep my eye on it, and yeah, I actually don't really like squidding with bait casters. I like using it with the egg beater better because yeah, they can overspool easier, and if they stop suddenly, you're using light line for the squid and your squid jig just snaps and just flies off, and they're not cheap. So now I'm stuck using this crappy cheap orange one. Alrighty, I've come up here now, just all around all the oyster leases. You can see them just in the background. They can be good squidding at times here. Just casting up on the weed banks and pulling my jig straight back out through it. But man, I can't believe how difficult it is to get a squid. Probably fish along this bank for a little bit, and then I'll hit the deeper water, 4 to 6 meters out in the main channel. And yeah, I'll head back towards Peel Island and stuff like that. Hopefully I can pick one up around there, or else looks like it's just fish for me. A few dolphins are coming to say g'day over here. This channel is known as the Rainbow Channel, and you can see here exactly why. Filled with marine life such as dugongs, turtles, and a wide variety of fish species, it's got some of the bluest water you've ever seen. It's approximately 10 kilometres long and leads out to the South Passage Bar, which is between North Stradbroke Island and Moreton Island. It can also be quite a tricky stretch of water to navigate through, with hundreds of shallow sandbanks that sneak up on you out of nowhere. We've got this water, whole tide running out now. You can see the weed bank over in front of me, and then it drops off a little bit deeper. So I'm just trying to see if there's any squid sitting on that deeper edge, poaching any fish that come over it. I mean, honestly, this is like primo real estate for them. There mustn't be any here. Like, here are guys catching them, but how the hell is there not one there? Like, if you guys can see the bottom and the weed like that through the camera, from what I'm seeing up here through polarized glasses, it just looks amazing. Oh, now here I've got one jig out the back, down near the bottom in about 5 meters, and this one I'm just flicking up on the shallow bank and just retrieving it off the edge. See if that works. 15 minutes of this, and yeah, nothing. It's starting to get pretty frustrating, to be honest. I'm going to smash it back over to the shallows above the reef there and give that another go on this run out tide. And well, look, I don't know what else I can do, to be honest. Yeah. Alrighty, I'm trying a bit of different tactics here. I've been 6 meters of water, and just trying a little bit deeper water and not drifting quick at all, so my jigs get down basically by themselves. I'm just drifting over weedy patches and little mini drop-offs. You can see here there's weedy sort of stuff out to the side there. There's a garmin show up the turtle there, look, that's him, the white thing in the middle, and then that's his shadow there. You can see his flippers in his head. I've done well like this way up there, not last year, because last year was a terrible squid season too, but the year before that did really good, like in the deeper water. 6, you know, that's what I mean, you get 15 squid in bloody no time usually. I've never, you know, I don't know, struggled with squid this bad in my life. It's actually affecting me mentally. Oh. Anyway, we'll drift this bank for a little bit. I'm going to head back over there into the shallows, and then I'm going to cook up this fish. Alright, I'm up in the shallows now, and if this doesn't work, seriously, I don't know what to do. There's something busting up heaps of bait just in front of me. It's definitely not squid. Oh. There is so much bait here, right in front of me, right here. If I was a squid, that's where I'd be. Hey, there is hardy heads and fish everywhere. I wish you could see it. Look at that. All right. Same old story. I'm still casting for squid. I've got one trolling out the back too. I'm in about 1200 mil of water. Conditions are perfect, and I have not seen a single squid all day. A couple of days ago, a mate of a mate caught 25 squid here. I don't know, I haven't seen anything. So, not to say he didn't, just I guess that's how quick they move. Like, I only want one. I have a couple more casts here. I'm going to move over to this island I'm going to have a cook up at. That's going to be my last chance because you do get squid around there too. Alrighty, I just spoke to these fellas in the boat behind me here, and they've warned me that there's nothing just here where I was going to try, which was in here. They've done all along this edge. I've done all along that edge and around the corner, and it's just nothing, seriously. So, alright, I'm going to head over to this little island over here called Goat Island. So what we used to do at Goat is throw right up into the shallows like that. We used to cut the weights off some of the we used to cut the weights off some of the jigs. I think that was a fish, and then they wouldn't go down because you're throwing up into like, geez, 100 mil of water sometimes and winding it back out to about 400 or 500 mil. And that's how we used to do well here. But yeah, like I said, it's been a long time since I've really caught any squid at all here. This is a desperation cast. This is. This is a you never know your luck sort of thing. Well, I officially give up squidding for the day. I'm going to go into the beach, I'm going to cook a feed, and I bought a sneaky 4X gold with me too. Well, that's a bummer about the squid, but I'm going to take some positives out of today anyway. One, Tuskies are still biting even though it's pretty much winter. Phone's going off like it always does. And another thing is we've got some really cool drone shots, and then I learned a few new places where they will hold squid when they sort of come in. But anyway, let's head over to this island, cook up a bloody feed. It's cook time. I am starving. I've only been eating chips all day. Golden hour is upon us. I got a nice little island all to myself. Let's do it. Catch you later, boat. This is where you want to make sure your anchor's going to hold, eh? Which it will. Yoo-hoo! Imagine being an ant and riding these barrels. Look at this. Have a go at this. There's a boat just out there sitting pretty. And I've got this little island, this little K, all to myself for about half an hour. Can't be any longer than that, else she's going to be high and dry and I'll be spending the night here. So anyway, I'm starving, let's get into it. Alright, well, you know what? First things first. Oh. Hello, my pretty. Oh my God, that is amazing. Alright, so what we have here is a bloody treat. We've got eggs, we've got oil, we got panko crumbs, and we got lemon. I don't even bought chicken salt. Alright, let's get this started. Let's kick this bad boy in. What the hell? She wasn't locked. I was like, oh no. Ooh yeah, we're good. Bit of olive oil. Now, while that's heating, don't even crack them that good at home. Whisk that up. So while I do this, you guys want me to let you in on a little secret? There's dead bodies under me. from a long time ago. So if you watched our episode on Peel Island lepers, if not, go back and have a look. I'll put the number here. You'll see at the end where everything flashes up. There's a picture of this island, and this island's called Bird Island, okay? And this is where they used to bury people from that leper colony and the convicts and stuff like that used to come there. And that is no joke. They were buried right under me. This is what this island used to look like. Many years ago, casuarina trees were planted on this island to try and keep it together. It was like a deserted tropical island back then for boaties and campers to enjoy, until the Environmental Protection Agency decided that the trees could be harmful to birds, so they chopped them all down and poisoned them. It was after that that the wind started blowing the sand away, and Cyclone Wanda in 1974 removed a large part of the eastern side of the island. And over the years to come, it faded away into the little sandbank you see today, only visible at low tide. I was lucky enough to see this island as a child and remember it as that deserted island with the casuarina trees that you could go and sit on and enjoy a beautiful day, feeling like you're in the middle of nowhere. This is what it looks like now. I'll take you for a closer look soon. Never mind the one in the background, that's Goat, that's a big island, but this one here, this was Bird Island, and it looked a lot different to what it is now. I'm going to cut these into a couple of bite-sized pieces. Oh, this is actually good. I'm enjoying this. You know what I like about this? You can make a mess. I don't have to wipe the bench down. Get in the shit for it. If you haven't had panko crumbs, you haven't lived. Woo, look at that. Oh yeah. How good is this? Dead set. This is actually, I've really enjoyed filming this episode. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, no squid, but like, really, who cares? It's a bloody squid. I do love calamari, but I've got some in the fridge I should have bought. Anyway, well, tusk fish, 4X gold, lemon, chicken salt. God, I hope my boat isn't high and dry. So one thing, guys, while I'm here talking, I thought I'd say, like, all the guys that do YouTube, they put so much effort in. We all put so much effort into our channels and our content, and trying to keep you guys entertained, come up with new stuff all the time. You can't always pull off what you want to pull off. You can't always achieve what you set out to achieve at the start of the day. And it's a bit of a bummer sometimes. You just got to put out what you put out. You know, for all the channels that you do enjoy, like not just ours, if you enjoy them, leave a comment on their thing, subscribe to their channel, like it, because it all goes towards that algorithm that helps us earn a little bit more money to keep creating content. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't get paid much at all from YouTube. It barely covers the fuel for our trips, and it just helps out heaps where you guys can. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to our channel, to all the other channels that you enjoy, and help them out, help everybody out. It's really appreciated. Actually, everyone that watches this, we're getting over 10,000 views in a week usually, which is awesome for us. Everyone, all 10,000 of you, please comment. Let's give this bloody algorithm a real riling up. I'm gonna flip this fish. Oh, wow. Dead set, that first beer did not even touch the sides. Smells like a fish and chip shop out here. Have a look at it. We are done. Have a go at that. Never go light on the chicken salt. So, it appears that I did not record the all-important taste test, but I did capture this footage of me playing on my phone, feeding my face, and believe me, this was absolutely delicious. I also didn't record the panic mode that I was in when I seen my boat start to touch the bottom of the sand, fearing that I may be stuck here all night. Hey, just before I go, you thought it was the end, but it's not. Well, it is, but it's not. I'm floating. It's all good. I timed it perfectly. And I'm going home, baby. I'm not stuck on the mud. See you next time.